In this video I will show you my new bike 450, brand new KTM year model 2020, and I will show you what mods we have done it. We have done really good modifications if you want to build a stunt bike. In the rear we have handbrake setup. The handbrake what we are using is the original front brake, because we swapped the original front brake to this Motomaster front brake, Supermoto front brake kit. So we just welded the original front brake to the back, and now it's working with the 40mm Brembo radial brake master really well. And we have foot hole here in the rear fender, and the rear fender in this model was way too weak, so we had to do this metal cage down here. So now it's really rock solid to stand, because it's important that the rear fender doesn't bounce when you do circle tricks, because after all you are steering your bike with your weight. But the end of the tail is still flexible, so if it hits the ground it bends, it doesn't bounce the bike up. We have also rear foot pegs, BMX foot pegs. This side is under the silencer bolt, and the other side is bolted to the subframe. We have original exhaust system for now. In the future we will have FMF. Gray plastics. In the first I had orange plastics, the fender and the light mask, and the side plastics were orange. Now they are gray. I think now the bike looks much better, much badass, the look what I wanted. But still we have some problems on these bikes what we haven't solved yet. The first problem is the rear brake, the stock brake, the foot brake. They have changed the caliper somehow, or the system somehow, because when you practice these 360 brake turns, you have maybe see Arto Stenberg do the trick where he slides 180, then pops the wheel up and do the rest of the 180. So he does 360 brake turn. So with this original brake you can do it, because we started to practice that trick with Juha, and every time when you went reverse and hit the rear brake, the brake pads came off from the rear caliper, and Juha had bad luck. The brake pads came off, they hit these spokes, rear wheel spokes, and the whole system went broken. So in the future we will solve that problem, but for now I ain't gonna practice those tricks, because I will just fucked up my brakes. And remember, don't brake when you're going reverse with the stock brakes. And the second problem, minor problem, is the rear shock, rear suspension. It vibrates a lot when you do drifting. Couple first drifts with the cold tire is good, but when the heat goes up in the rear tire, the grip goes up, it starts vibrating a lot. So next what we're gonna do is change the original rear shock spring, because the original rear shock spring is progressive. So in the beginning it's soft, but in the end it's hard. So we're gonna change the progressive original spring to the linear spring, and maybe that will help the drift vibration problem. But anyway, the bike looks good and I like it a lot, and it feels so good to ride.